Amigos! Welcome back to our channel, Atrocities Upon Cities, where today we'll be showing you what's best. Backyard decomposed granite versus backyard green sod. It all depends, it's all different. You guys can tell we're gonna already start rototilling out here. They have fresh, brand new cement on some sides, and they have a nice hill back there. You guys can see what it looks like. We came back here a day before. We took out all the rocks, we took out everything. I left Ron doing the rototilling. It was his job, but we were out here helping him to make sure he got it done in record time, and he sure did. So we'll continue to the next job, which is decomposed granite, and we'll show you in between them how we take care of them. There's all these plants out here. This is Tehachapi, California. We're doing great out here. We're gonna start already moving everything and making sure that all the edges are clean and got the right level at 1.5 2.5 inches, depending on what area you need it at. Like that, we're able to just keep progressing. You guys can tell we're going into winter out here, and both houses definitely don't want to be standing in mud when the rain comes in and the ice, just like that. So it takes a long time for ice to melt out here and do things like that. In Tehachapi, it goes down to 20 degrees, 18, something like that. So you guys can see all the tree wells out here. We're going to be walking around. We're going to be adding everything that needs to be added, hula hoeing, moving this jungle gym a couple of feet to the right, and moving the trampoline up to the cement, so we're able to put DG in all these areas. We're going to have a small surprise towards the end of the video where she was able to put some fake grass. So we did great out here. You know, we're going to keep showing you how the things that we have to do. We're going to have to do a little area of picking up all these leaves out here, and then boom, you guys can see how fast we progress. We're going to be doing a drain in this area so the water goes by. You guys can see the little piles of dirt that we had. We were moving them back and forth to make sure that everything gets spreaded pretty good, or that all the areas are the way they're supposed to be looking. So little things that we take care of as we go, progressing and leveling areas to make sure that we make everything look nice, and making sure that we do all these tree wells. I'll show you a little video at the end of what they look like, and then we'll continue going into all the different jobs that we have out here. It's good to see what is better, if it's either backyard sod or backyard decomposed granite. They both have different things. One of them is going to cost you money for the whole time to keep it green, and decomposed granite and fake grass, it's just going to cost you a little more the one time, the first time. After that, it'll be normal. So thanks for everybody watching. Let's look at the little tree wells and continue the video. Amigos, check it out. We already got on the side. Everything's going out great. Ron already started slicing them out. Joel started to bring them up. Paola's cleaning in the back, and I'm raking in the front. It's all different. There's 4 of us out here, so this job took a total of 2 hours, 2 pallets, an hour a pallet. Everybody was working with everybody. Some people were moving rocks, some people were leveling areas and doing different things. You guys can see how fast we progressed. The back is going to stay empty. They're going to put rocks and a small sitting area or something like that. Maybe they'll add another row, Ron said. But you guys can tell how many pieces out here. It must have been at least 100 plus pieces. And you guys can tell how we use the wheelbarrows out here. I'll show you one more quick video of this. This is the end of the sod job. You'll have to pay water and make sure we're not watering right now because it's winter. The worst thing you could do is water, because it'll wake up frozen and it won't start rooting the right way. So let's go back to the D job, show you what a pile looks like. This is 30 skips and some paper out here, the weed barrier. We're going to start working on this huge pile to see how much we can do on one day. Usually we kill piles in one day, but we started this job a little late, so it's going to take us a total of 2 days. We're probably 5 hours into this job. It'll probably take us a total of 15 hours, but that's what it is, fellas. And she added an extra work. She added some fake grass that we did not put price, so we're gonna have to ask for more, and a couple plants also that she added. That the same deal goes. You know, we give you an invoice for something that we were gonna do, and you add things, they don't come for free. You have to charge a little more. And you can see where the sun is right here. It's about 1 p.m. We'll work on the pile, come back to it, see how it's gonna be looking. So let's keep progressing, and we'll come right back to the pile. You know, you guys can see how fast we're moving along over here in the DG area. We already put the weed barrier down. It's a weed barrier. It's not a cloth, it's a tarp like material. Does great. This is the reason we were late this morning. We had bought, well, she had paid for the wrong paper in the morning, so we had to go back into town about an hour and 15 minutes away on a on a trip around. So there you go. You know, we've been working on this pile already about 2 hours. We're knocking it down. We knocked down the first 10 skips, and we'll take a look where the sun's at. It's almost gonna disappear into. You guys can see it was high up above. It's already going down fast. So we'll continue to the back, show you more progression of what the DG is like. We're putting about 2.5 inches, 3 inches in some areas, depending on how it looks, and then we'll be compacting. A lot of you guys that follow me know that I have been doing decomposed granite for many years. I just started filming them last year, and you guys can tell that we do a great job. We've been doing decomposed granite for as long as we've been doing sod, so either one works for us. We just get a little more money out of decomposed granite, and the customer gets to spend more money on sod throughout the years by keeping it green. Once you do DG and fake grass, that's the last time you do it. You'll need to maintain it once or twice a year, but that's all. So let's continue on these videos. We'll show you how we're going to start running this compactor and what it takes to make sure that we get things done out here. That's what we do, fellas. Thanks to everybody watching. Let's go. Amigos, welcome back. A new day, a new sun, and a smaller pile. You guys can see how full I pick up the wheelbarrow, and what I use a scoop shovel. So I'm pretty strong and I get things done out here. You guys can see the sun wasn't even in the picture, but it's a nice beautiful California sun out here in the winter. We have our compactor and our blower ready. You guys can see all the ridges from us using the metal rake, the big leveling rake. So we're out here making sure that we level all the areas, that we make sure everything we do makes sense, and to see the progression of how we're going to be working on this drain that you guys have been hear me talking about so much, and see how we're going to make it look at the end. You guys can see that the trench is going down. We're going to see all the paper, and we're just going to keep continuing on showing you how good this drain is going to work in the end, and you'll see that soon enough. We'll have the paper here. We're going to be covering it. We're going to be making sure that everything gets done throughout, and then you'll see the other side of the fence. Same deal. You guys know it had to come out, and it had to make sure that the water comes in into the street, or at least follows out of the hill. And we'll continue to show you back to the other side where the drain's already continuing to almost be filled up, and just getting ready to that we put the elbow going up so we can put a little green cap so the water drains down. And we'll continue to show you. There's some areas already here that we started compacting. You got to compact 2-3 times, sometimes even 4 times. Settling of the decomposed granite happens after a day or 2, or the drying, and we're able to come back to the broom finish. So everybody gets a quick 10-day follow-up. We'll be back here on Monday. There's some areas that we didn't fill up, but that there you have it. You can see the green little cap that we talked about in the drain. Nothing ever happened. You guys can tell that it's a nice area over here where we stop and where we add. DG is looking nice, getting ready to get compacted, and then we're gonna go back to the front where the pile is gone. This was a great job. You guys can see the difference between sod and decomposed granite, and now you guys can see later, and who follow me, you guys will see how the fake grass gets installed in areas like that. Everyone else, you guys can see how long it took me to get this pile. The sun has went down on us again, so it took me about 15-20 seconds to walk from the front to the back. The area was all cement, which was good, but once we get to another area where all the things are, the DG got a little hard and everything was making sense. But you guys can see this little farm out here of statues of little animals. I'll show you these and I'll show you those. There's so many more, but this is a nice little area. All the little tree wells are starting to look good. We've been compacting back and forth, and we'll keep showing you the progression of what it's going to look like when it's done. This is already decomposed granite. It should be already done if they're not going to put fake grass like all the area. Left side's going to have grass like the little right side. I'll show you. There's going to be a bigger piece of grass, but in other areas there's no, just decomposed granite is sufficient. And our famous drain, you guys see it survive. So thanks for everybody that watches. AUC Amigos.